Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I have another package here to unbox with you guys. I honestly have no idea what's going on with this one because it's coming from shipping department, whatever that is. So I'm going to find out, obviously, for the first time what's in here. It could be hopefully a knife from a company that reached out to me, maybe via email or IM on Instagram. But today is election day, so I am rocking the Stitch from Microtech, made in the good old US of A. I'm also rocking the CT308 carbon fiber here with the titanium on one side, carbon fiber on the other, and the Stitch here has M390 here and the fluted G10 handle. So pretty sick carry here for a very important day, right? Hopefully you guys went out there and got your votes in. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be posting this video, hopefully tonight. But of course, one of these, I'll pick one. Let's do the Stitch here. One of these is going to be doing the honors, of course. These knives will be linked down below. So if you're interested on checking prices, availability, right, variants and all that good stuff, then definitely check those links in the description and the pinned comments. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Just do another incision right here because, you know, just need that extra. Bam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we looking at? We are looking at a Kansept knife, all right? Kansept knife. All right, look at that. Brand new model here in the box. Sealed and everything. It looks like we're going to be looking at the Main Street. It's a Dirk Pinkerton design. So let's take a look. We recently, just get all of this out of the way. We recently just looked at the Anomaly, right? That is another Dirk Pinkerton design as well. And now we're looking at the little Main Street. It is a smaller size version of the regular Main Street. Stonewash, 154 cm, and yellow PEI, which is Ultim, right? Similar to Ultim, size 2.26 inches. All right, let's take a look. We got the typical Kansept paperwork here with the wiping cloth, warranty, product details, and all that. All right, very typical. We got the candy right here, aka the silica gel. Don't need that, by the way. That's a joke. And this is a nice fabric with a leather strap, branded Kansept little pouch here. So let's go ahead and get that open, get the knife out here, and bam, here it is. Okay. For some reason, I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, but I guess they were not kidding, right? When they said it is the little, right? The little Main Street. So let's take a look. I haven't gotten a chance to check out the actual full-size variant of this guy, right? So we'll definitely, right, definitely a good thing we can check out the mini here. Hopefully I get a chance to check out the full version here at some point. But man, first impressions, take a look at this thing, you guys. Take a look. So we got those Ultim or PEI scales going on, right? PP scales like Tri-State EDC would say. And of course, we got a crossbar lock going on here. Interestingly, we can even see the whole chamber in there where the whole Omega springs are housed. That's a pretty cool touch that you can actually see that through the Ultim PEI scale. So I'll just keep referring to them as Ultim for the remaining of the video. But again, technically, I guess they are PEI scales. And it looks like we have different holes inside right there. So it looks like you can adjust the tension on the Omega spring. So that's pretty good, pretty similar to Kizer's clutch lock. So that's interesting. Again, being able to adjust the tension on your lock bar, you know, without having to necessarily swap out the springs for, you know, more tension, stiffer springs. So that's pretty cool. We got some speed holes in there for weight reduction. Again, it's just pretty cool that you can just see everything here see through. That's, again, pretty cool. I got a couple other, I got at least another model here with Ultim scales I'll share with you in just a moment. But we got thumb studs here. We got a pocket clip, right? This seems to be the standard size pocket clip. So a little bit on the longer side, proportionate wise, compared to the size of this little guy here. So the little Main Street. Let's go ahead and get our first flick here, right? It's about the, almost the size of my index finger right there. So let's take a look. Here we go. All right, get a good grip. Oops. Bam. Okay. All right, take a look at this thing. Now, one thing I definitely like already right off the bat is that blade profile. You guys know me. I'm a sheep's foot, Warncliffe, reverse tanto, whatever you want to call it. That is my design language that I love the most out of everything, right? And then we got, and this little guy definitely is not disappointing on that department at all so far. We got the Kansept logo there. It is a stonewash finish, right? We have the sort of model name. This is 154 cm steel. So you can see there, enjoy that 4K definition. Right, flat grind going on up until that line that you can see right there. And on the other side, we got the Dirk Pinkerton design logo there, and it says Little Main Street, right? So one day you have this in your pocket, you forget exactly which knife you're carrying. They have the model name printed on there for you. Little Main Street. All right, so let's check out the action here. Crossbar lock. Oh, okay, very, very snappy little guy. Again, typically I would put a crossbar lock way over here, but because it's so tiny, right? Definitely got to get a good grip there. I can tell you one thing for sure. My wife, she's going to want to snatch this out of my hands the second she sees it. She's very for, you know, tiny, small EDC knives and things like that. I've been trying to get her into EDC for the longest time. And she's been, you know, liking it more and more, but especially when she sees a smaller knife, a smaller design, those are the ones that she typically goes for and the ones that she typically enjoys the most. So there's certainly a market right out there for tiny knives, right? Vosteed, for example, is making a ton of small mini versions of older regular models, right? Kansept is doing the same thing. So is Kizer. They got the mini Militaw, right? We'll do some size comparisons here in just a moment, but yeah, pretty snappy little crossbar lock here, right? Let's try the reverse flick. Boom, got that, drop shotty blade. This guy, of course, is on ball bearings, right? As you would expect. You probably could have guessed that by now. And yeah, by default, I'm able to get good pressure on that Omega spring as it is by default. So you can only get a little stiffer from here if you decide to go on any of those other holes further forward. So you can definitely adjust to your liking. All right, so very interesting. So ergonomically speaking, there's no forward choke option. It seems to be a 3-finger grip, right? Take a look there. There's no finger choil, right? This one, maybe perhaps I might add a linear solution to. We'll see, right? But yeah, definitely a 3-finger grip, not a full purchase. Something to keep in mind, you do have some jimping here on the side of the blade, not throughout the whole thing, which that's an interesting way to do jimping, right? Take a look there for yourself. And of course, you're probably going to rest your thumb here, right? That's what this area cutout section here is for. I'll tell you what, this thing is going to be a very nifty package opener right there, right? The size, the lightweight aspect to it, right? We do have prow liners here, but they're nicely milled for weight reduction, okay? We got the long pocket clip, which is pretty deep carry for the most part. It is not reversible, just FYI on that for lefties. Again, this is just an unboxing and first impressions video, so just kind of giving you my first takes, impressions on this guy. But yeah, let's do some size comparisons, right? So you guys can see what we are dealing with here. I mentioned Vosteed is doing smaller versions of their popular models. Check out the Vosteed Corgi Pup right there. Also with the Ultim scales, right? So there you go. Take a look at that. They got the Chipmunk, which is also a smaller EDC. However, the little Main Street still taking the cake there, right? As far as the smallest one of the bunch. Here's the Vosteed Mini Labrador, right? Still going to be a little bit bigger. 14C. 28N and titanium handles on that one. And this one just came out recently. This is the Militaw Mini, right? And even this one's at least an inch, right? Half an inch probably on both ends, bigger than the Main Street. So I'll tell you this right now, the Main Street certainly gives me a lot of, what was it, full immunity from Benchmade. Got a chance to check out the Benchmade full immunity. And I really had a good time with that one. I wish it was a little bit bigger. And this one gives me a lot of eyes of that full immunity, right? Size-wise, right? Obviously not saying, you know, the sign or anything, just an overall smaller size carry, right, if you would. But there you go. Next to some of the smaller EDC knives that I own, just to give you a ballpark. Probably just for giggles, right? Let's do the standard ones here on the channel. There is your Spyderco Manix 2, your Yojimbo 2, right? Those are going to be obviously Titanics. Next to the little tiny little Main Street right there. Again, you know, totally different knives. And there is a full version of this guy. So don't just go thinking that's the only size that is available. I can see it being actually a great little 5th pocket EDC. So if I want to carry a second blade, right, which I typically do. I typically carry a main knife and I carry a nice little EDC smaller blade on the side. This guy will do the trick. So next to the stitch here, which we use to open the package, the MSI from Microtech obviously is a little bit smaller. No doubt about that. And, you know, there are times where the reason why I carry a smaller EDC, typically in combination with a larger EDC, there are times where I just want to take out the tiny blade, right? I don't want to take out a full-size knife. I don't want to intimidate a lot of people taking out a big chunk of metal, right? Or sharp object. Some people get intimidated by that. So take out the little guy, right? Nobody's going to bat an eye or get concerned, right? Especially for office carry too. So there's the AD 20.5 from Demko. Here's a Kunwu Chad. Obviously, those are much bigger. Here's that Civivi Vision FG and the Kizer Militaw. All right, take a look. Very popular EDC knives from last year. This budget Militaw just came out this year, right? Check it out. It's a premium. It is an affordable version of the premium counterpart. And here is your CJRB Hectare and the Kizer Varatas. So obviously, those are going to be a little bit on the medium side. This guy is more on the mini size, right? There's small and then there's mini. So it's little size, if you would. I do want to squeeze this one in here. This one is the Prometheus from Tenable Knives, right? In case you guys don't know, Tenable Knives is actually a more budget-oriented branch of Kansept knives, right? So perhaps you already knew that. Maybe if you didn't, now you know, right? There is the Kansept Prometheus, and then there's the Tenable version of the Prometheus here. I've been really having a blast carrying this when it comes to the titanium pocket clip, right? Got the beautiful jean blue micarta going on, proud liners, liner lock. Yeah, very, very sweet carry here, right, from Tenable. And now you know they are a subsidiary of Kansept Knives. So I'd probably, yeah, that's gonna do it for the size comparison. Let's do our scientific cutting test. I bet this thing is probably a laser beam, being so, you know, tiny here with a very, you know, thin edge. So of course, let me get my notebook piece of paper here, right? Let's see how this guy does. Again, 154 cm on the steel. This one is, of course, factory edge and brand new out of the box. You just saw me take it out of a sealed box, right? So this, there we go. Gonna give you an idea what the sharpness is gonna look like out of the box there. Okay. Okay, so far a pretty bitey edge. And yeah, obviously you're gonna have a very limited, you know, sort of carry length there. That's something to keep in mind. So as you carry your cut, right, so make sure you don't taper off. But yeah, is it gonna cut paper? Absolutely, all day, every day, no doubt about that. As far as just everyday cardboard, right? Got a piece of single wall cardboard with a dual wall here towards the back, right? Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle, like so. And so I'm gonna cut here left to right, starting with the single wall, getting into a dual wall, right? And it's gonna look something like this. All right, and make sure, again, I don't have a ton of cutting length there, so I got to make it work with what I have. Ooh, I want to say, even when I'm in the little tip right here, bam, I'm able to finish it off right there. Right, I did taper off that one a tiny bit, so you can see. So again, you just kind of want to be aware. And this is just me trying to get some leverage on the cardboard. Bam, boom, bam. All right, small but mighty little guy, obviously. All right, check that out. So you guys rate it in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, right? How sharp is this guy, right? How good is that factory edge, right? Obviously 10 being the sharpest. You'll let me know in the comments. Well, there you have it, guys. That is a very interesting small factory EDC. I mentioned this earlier too. Check your local laws, right? If you live somewhere where you are limited to the size of length blade you can carry, right? This is obviously going to do really good at that. I think California, a lot of other states in the US, I think, you know, in Britain, England somewhere, I think there's a limiting laws to how long of a knife blade you can carry. So yeah, this is going to come pretty handy right there. As a matter of fact, since we're in that topic, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I typically save this for the review. Look at that, 2 1/4 inch, 2.25 inches on the blade length, so definitely under 3 inches, which is typically a requirement in a lot of places, right? Very interesting, snappy action right there. You got that tip there for utility cuts and draw cuts. So this pinch grip right here, ooh, okay. I mean, this feels really good right now. I'm gonna tell you that. Look at that. I'm putting my thumbs here, bam, little pinch grip, and I'm getting to work with doing utility cuts and draw cuts. That tip is gonna come very, very handy right there. So very sweet little guy right here, making a first great impression. All right, let's see here. Nice rock solid lock up there. Good alignment. All right, that's pretty good too. Smack in the middle there. You guys be the judge. And of course, you guys know the drill by now. I'm going to carry this guy here for some time. I'm going to gather my thoughts on it. And then I'll be providing you with a full comprehensive review on it here very soon. So you guys can definitely subscribe if you haven't already, right? Definitely highly encourage you to do that if you like and enjoy EDC and knife content on a daily basis. I promise you it will be worth coming back for more. And if you made it to this point so far and you haven't yet smashed that like button, please do so for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps this video get to a larger audience. It will be totally greatly appreciated. Guys, let me know what questions you have about this knife here, right, for the upcoming review, right? Definitely make sure to let me know in the comments. Let's hang out down there. And of course, you guys can support the channel on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You guys will get access to exclusive perks. If you made it to the end, guys, check out the unboxing on the Prometheus from Tenable Knives. Right, that's a full size, you know, medium to borderline large EDC right there. Definitely also having a really good time carrying this one. The review for it will be coming very soon here. Or you can check out the unboxing on the Microtech Stitch right there on your screen as well, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.